It's a sailing vessel with 3 masts. Was made in Spain in 1967 in Bilbao, Spain, and under a specific request for the Colombian Navy to have a training vessel for our cadets. And since that year until right now, 43 years, our vessel was made 93 cruisers. And right now we are develop a training cruiser to visit Sweden after Copenhagen, in Halmstad, and after that we're going to be in Hamburg, in Germany, and after that Rotterdam, London, Huelva in Spain, Morocco, Casablanca in Africa, Canary Islands, and Martinica in the Caribbean Sea, and then to Cartagena. The whole cruise have around 6 months outside from Cartagena, our home port. And when we return on the end of October. And after that period, we're going to be in Cartagena during 3 weeks, waiting for a few maintenance process. And after that, we're going to start the second trip around the Caribbean Sea to make a specific training cruise around the Caribbean.
I am the Captain Gabriel Perez, commanding officer on board the tall ship GLORIA, the training vessel from the Colombian Navy, working to train our cadets.
You're very welcome here to Denmark, Copenhagen, and it's a pleasure just to see for first time a boat from the Colombian Marine here in these waters. How was the decision to came here?
Well, thank you for your welcome to Copenhagen. First of all, our people feel very happy and very well to visit the city, and it's a very important city in the whole area, in the Baltic area, and also in the north of Europe. The decision to coming here for our Navy and visit the city is because our cadets coming here doing a training vessel, a training cruiser, and the intention is to give for that cadets the opportunity to know more people, to know the different cultures, to put in practice all that they learn in the Naval Academy during the first 3 years in that process of training. And Copenhagen is the perfect place to give that opportunity to come in to receive a lot of this knowledge from that country in Denmark.
For how long time you should spend time here?
We're gonna be here only for 3 days. It's very short time to know all of this a huge quantity of the interest places that Copenhagen have to show us, but unfortunately it's only 3 days. Our crew, it is 162 persons on board, included in that number 78 cadets, we have both females and men's. Seven females, and the other one is cadets, men's. And also we have two officers, female too. It's a doctor, and the other is the officer in charge of the cadets. And the other one, of course, it is a military vessel with a military crew. All person on board is military for the Colombian Navy.
Captain, I would like ask you about the purpose and the education. How long time they have to spend just before they start sailing around
Well,
outside Colombia?
The process in the Colombian Navy start with the young volunteers, people that, of course, young people. All of they are volunteers to come in to the Naval Academy. They have to study on board the Naval Academy during 4 years before to be an officer. And during this period, they spend the first 3 years studying in a classroom in the Naval Academy and made some practice on board the warships and the naval bases and all of that kind of training. And after that period, 3 years, the first three years, they have to come here to the training vessel GLORIA to make a specific 6 months on board a specific training cruiser. All people, of all cadets, all officers have to pass for this vessel to do that period at sea. The objective of that training cruiser is that they have to put all of that knowledge that they study in the classroom during the first 3 years and put in practice here. And what is the benefits or what is that they gain with this training? It is exactly all of that the marine environment gives, and they can receive on board of this vessel the opportunity to be in touch with the different elements at sea, the wind, the sea, and the sails, and they receive all of this knowledge. And the training cruiser also give the opportunity to know different cultures in different places and different countries, many different kind of things and different histories and all of that. After that, all of us return to Colombia, to Cartagena, and the cadets return to the Naval Academy to study their 6 months more to complete the whole 4 years in the academy, and then they can receive the title like an officer and start his career in military vessels or in military bases on wherever the Navy needed their work.
So it means that everybody from Colombia they can apply for to be to get this education.
Yes, everyone. When you finish, one of the requirements is you finish the high school, and at that moment you have to present the requirement to go to the Naval Academy. Like if you want to, like anyone have to do to go to the university or something like that. And in that moment he have to make exams and all of this procedure to come inside of the Naval Academy like a military person. And if that person pass all of this requirement, well, he can go to the Naval Academy and he can start the process to be an officer. And inside the Naval Academy, they can also study a professional career, and the cadets can they study electronic engineer, and oceanography, and mechanical engineer, and administrations, and civilian engineer inside of the Marine Corps branch, and they receive both titles in other words. One is a professional title, like one of those careers, and also like a officer.
Un saludo cordial desde el mejor país que hay en el mundo, de la mejor marina, el buque más hermoso que tienen.
In the trips, you visit a lot of places around, and I guess you have a kind of exchange projects with different countries and educational universities. Is true or is possible?
Well, we have agreements with different navies in our region. Talking about, for example, we have agreement with Peruvian and Ecuadorian and Mexican navies, and we receive officer in a like exchange officer between navies, in order to give the opportunity to some of they arrive coming here to our vessel and participate. They can participate in a cruiser, and also we send a few of our people from the Colombian Navy to be in some very similar situation. For example, on board the tall ship Cuauhtemoc from Mexico, or in the other countries. We have agreements to exchange that situation, and also the Naval Academy receive a few cadets exactly with students and exactly in the same situation, coming from, for example, Honduran Navy, or all of these navies from the region in the Caribbean. If they want to send a cadet to study in our Navy, well, in some cases we receive foreign persons to study in our academy.
You know as well that I'm a Colombian as well, and I'm the first television station in Europe actually, who broadcasts television around not only Denmark but Scandinavian.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very proud just to be with you, to be with your crew here in this port, and I would like you to tell Colombians that we make a big war here in these countries. We have for many years not only protect our ideologies, our people, but also, you know, the most important is the culture. Where is the message when you meet different people around your trips, Colombians and all these people who have been around many years?
Well, I tell you that our principal mission, it is training our cadets from our Naval Academy, but also we have a huge mission to do. That mission is specifically to support the Colombian people in every part, and also it is to show our flag, show our culture, our food, our folklore, our music, all of that. Show the best face of the Colombian people, the best face of our country, and that's it. Our second and very big mission that we have to do, and that is the message that vessel come to give the other person in every port that we visit. Give the opportunity to the other person in the different ports to know all about Colombia, all about the very good people and very good things that we have in our country.